Hello, myself Zulman. That is integration. Integration basically we are discussing about this diagram. That is this file basically which I have not given the name. So one of the person told that first we have created the lesson. First we have done the advertising of see basically this person basically is creating problem to human resource and to the companies and to the managers and the directors. So that advertising basically they have done. After that basically what they have done. After that they have first they verified basically each and everything basically is verified or not basically because in future basically who are going to do the leading basically they have specially done the advertising to those people basically see the management see basically how here basically assume that that boy basically is from software company. So top level software management group basically have done the management like that basically they have done perfect advertising that basically see that person basically he's creating problem this that each and everything basically is doing that advertising they have done who is going to lead the future leading side basically. So to that group basically especially they have done the advertising. So see the management group basically how they manage the resources. Advertising is done basically after that basically they have done they told that basically we first they basically verified that advertising is basically done and then basically so after that basically they done the verification also that basically he's basically first they basically sent to few girls basically and they verified basically whether anybody is tracking or not basically. So they sent to Thane, they basically then sent to Mira Road, then basically they sent to Vashi, then basically they sent to Bangalore, then they sent to Hyderabad. Like this basically they sent that particular person for marriage. Then basically they sent to Delhi also. Like this basically they send the people. That particular person basically. Just to verify basically whether anybody from his group is tracking or not basically. Even in this basically he was doing a fasting of some god also. They basically capture that god family, god group also. Do you know how? By giving the money basically. Take this money basically. Like this they have taken the money also basically. Like this they have that group god group basically has taken the money also. See the management basically how powerful it is. Then basically they have taken the money. Then they basically told that now everything is correct and verified. Now basically do the marriage of that particular boy. And here the main thing was the people who are doing the advertising basically the girl should be from rich people basically. So they told that basically we have one girl basically and for that basically take this girl basically. So they basically taken that girl and then basically they done the marriage. And after that marriage basically the girl basically got the girl already basically was having AIDS and that boy also basically got AIDS basically. The boy also basically got AIDS. Then this is actually story basically because it's going to connect to world basically on last day. This story basically. Then basically that boy basically boy basically was sixth sense basically person. He basically got that something basically wrong has happened in his body. Something basically wrong has happened in his body. So that boy basically thought that basically yeah, what should I do basically because I think something basically wrong has and the all the medical department are with the rich people. Whenever basically he was going to the doctors basically and for doing the checkup of my bloods, the doctor was telling that your blood are basically fine here basically. Your blood are basically are the extraordinary blood basically. It's a good blood basically. That kind of basically also doctor says. But in really basically that boy already had the AIDS. That is basically called as HIV/AIDS. Then that are rich people basically what basically poor boy basically can do he basically can't do anything basically on last day everything is going to calculate that's why then basically the rich people basically are rich people basically. So they told that basically now basically that girl basically is already died. Now अब एक काम करते हैं, we will do one thing, we will kill this person also basically. Like this they send the person to Dubai basically, and Dubai basically was India's partner basically. They told that okay basically we will kill that person basically, but how basically we will kill basically, because Dubai basically, they think up to very high level basically. They first verified that basically he's connected with any satellite group or also not basically. They basically checked, but India basically has not done that basically, and they basically given AIDS to that particular boy, and then basically government tracked that basically he's connected with the satellite group, so they basically playing from back basically, and they have kept in front basically the businessmen basically, top level businessmen basically are handling India. On last day these all groups are going to handle everything basically. So like this basically the things basically connected. That boy basically died, and the moral of story was rich people are rich people basically, they can do anything. So here basically we will write also that basically. Here basically we will write also that. In this, government also basically supports this rich people. That are Tatas, Birlas, Ambanis. Rich peoples are rich. They can do anything. Like this basically the moral of story was that boy basically died, and that girl also basically died. And this is actually a real story of Mumbai, one of the city basically, and which is basically growing. After died basically, after giving the AIDS to that boy and girl, the city basically has grown basically 100 times basically. Previously there was only few hundreds of buildings. Now basically there are thousands of buildings basically. So after killing that one boy and then what that girl basically, on last day these all buildings are going to be calculated. So one of the person told that this is the moral story of HIV/AIDS, and this basically this is the story of management basically, how the things are basically getting managed. So see the management topic basically. It's very dangerous. It's very huge basically. It's very dangerous thing. This topic basically the percentage basically which is connecting. This is connecting to directly connecting to what basically. This is only connecting to what basically. This is connecting to this basically. So you can just imagine basically. This is also connecting to this. And this is also connecting to this. So you can just imagine this, everything is done basically. In this, the main thing was here basically the thing in management side basically, main thing is one side is HIV/AIDS energies which the HIV/AIDS patients are getting, and another side is the normal person basically are getting the energies and their doses of the medicine. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this topic.